These views are exactly why I was really looking forward to this tour today. Look at it. We're out of our apartment before 9 o'clock this morning, and it's really nice and cool. We should definitely do this more often.
Probably we should. Today we're exploring Kotor. We're trying to do as many things as possible in Kotor in one day, so basically all of the best things listed by the blogs. Starting with exploring the old town when it's less busy and cooler. We're also going to go to a farmer's market, and then later on we've got a sunset boat tour to an island. There is another thing that's really big on the things to do in Kotor, which is this hike up to a beautiful castle and viewpoint, but we're actually doing that tomorrow morning when it's cool. So that will be tomorrow's vlog.
But for now, we're going to head into the old town and start exploring.
Let's go. Three main entrances to the old town of Kotor. This one, the sea gate, is the main one and it faces the sea, which is why it's called the sea gate. It was built in 1555, although there is a sign above the door that says 1944, so I guess it was renovated then. Immediately after you enter through the sea gate, you find yourselves in the main square in Kotor. It's also the largest square in the city, although it's pretty compact because the old town actually isn't very big. You'll know it by the large clock tower behind me that was built in 1602 and this giant lampshade art installation thing. Hi kitty. There are a lot of stray cats here, but they're really well fed. The locals seem to love them, and there's actually a whole museum dedicated to cats. Bye kitty. The museum's actually closed at the moment, otherwise we'd probably go because I love cats. After a little walk through the streets, we've ended up at Kotor Bazaar. It's a small, compact shopping area and it's indoors, so it's shaded from the midday heat. We're gonna go take a look inside because it's supposed to be really pretty, although apparently I'm not allowed to buy anything. There seems to be a very strong cat motif here. Lots of the things you can buy are all dedicated to cats or feature cats. I'm not complaining, I love cats.
We're taking a short break from wandering around the old town to head to the farmer's market. It's open from 7 AM until 1 PM, but we've heard it's best to head there pretty early, so we're gonna go and get some late breakfast / early lunch. Thankfully, the farmer's market is only a short trip away. It's just to the right-hand side when you're facing the sea gate.
Pretty sure I just paid way too much for a few pigs. I only wanted 3, but he was charging me €2 for free and then gave me a load more anyway. So we ended up with loads of pigs. Sorry. I know you love this, so I'm gonna let you try it.
Oh wow. None for you.
For lunch we have a bag of way too many pigs. We're definitely not going to eat them all. And we have some smoked prosciutto and 3 different cheeses to try. I'm really excited.
There wasn't any bread at the farmer's market, other than these loaves the size of my head. So Izzy's just popped into the local supermarket to get some small loaves for us to have with our lunch.
That was the longest supermarket queue I've ever been in. Oh my god, how long was I in there for? Like 20 minutes? Yeah, 18 of those minutes were queuing. Although, I did see something hilarious when I was getting the bread. This guy was opening all the sun cream bottles and like sun creaming himself. And then two people who worked there walked straight by him, didn't bat an eyelid. Try before you buy is a thing here apparently. Now we're going to go and sit by the water and have some lunch. We've got some lovely snacks for lunch. Trouble is, I can't quite get them open. Oh, there we go. This is a fruity cheese. I can tell that because I can see the fruit. Not fruit, that's olives. Cheese with olives in. My kind of cheese, don't think you'll be eating some of that.
No. I'm pretty sure I know what these two cheeses are. I think that this one is going to be some sort of spiced cheese with some chilli in it. And this one, I'm pretty sure has lots of herbs in it. It's quite a herby kind of cheese. It's not as spicy as I was expecting. It's much more of a subtle flavour. That's really nice though. And now I'm going to try the herb one. That one's a lot stronger. That is really nice though. You can really taste the herbs. I think it's... What do we normally put in stuff?
Parsley, basil, oregano.
Oregano!
Coriander.
That's what I can taste, is oregano. That one's really nice as well. And now for the bit that I was most looking forward to, the ham. Ham? Prosciutto. Prosciutto. It's so good. Can I just have this whole pack of ham?
No!
No. Ow.
We also got a bag of mixed olives and some figs. Dale doesn't like either of those, so he's having most of the prosciutto and I am going to sample the olives. I don't really normally buy olives back home because they're really expensive, but here they're really cheap. Can I eat these all in one go, you ask? Absolutely. By St. Nicholas Church, which was built in 1909 and is the largest Serbian Orthodox church in Kotor. It's a pretty big deal because there are a few of them here, but we're only going to show you this one. You have to come and see the rest for yourselves. This cathedral that is currently giving me shade from the midday sun is called St. Tryphon's Cathedral. It is one of only two Roman Catholic churches in the whole of Montenegro, and it was built in 1166. Although the site was an earlier church that we believe was first raised in 809, so pretty old. Before we do our sunset boat ride later, we need to go pick up bus tickets because we're heading to somewhere else in Montenegro after this, the day after tomorrow, and we still don't have tickets. We don't want all of them to run out apart from the really early and really late ones.
Because neither Izzy or I have internet here in Montenegro, it's actually a pretty good idea for us to go and get the bus tickets today, because it just means when we do actually need to go get our bus, we won't get lost. I mean, I hope we won't get lost.
We just spoke to the lady at the bus station and she said you can only buy tickets to travel within Montenegro 10 minutes before departure on the same day. So I guess we turn up 10 minutes before our bus leaves and I hope that we can get on it. But just so you know, that's the case, because everywhere we looked online didn't seem to tell us that. They just said you have to buy them at the bus stop. So now you know. Now we know.
We're now heading back to our apartment because we need to drop off the food that we bought at the farmer's market earlier so it doesn't spoil.
In a couple of hours we've got a boat tour to a beautiful island, a small church town I think, and of course the sunset. So we'll see you then.
We're supposed to be leaving for our boat tour very shortly and Izzy's still asleep. But I think I've got a pretty good idea on how to wake her up. Hey, Izzy. I made you a coffee.
Thank you.
It's okay. I knew that would work. Izzy's now awake, so we're finally off to do the thing I've been most excited for all day, the boat tour.
The tour itself should last about 2 hours, and we get to stop off at a couple of different sites. We have a tour booked with you at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Isabel, that's right. We've just landed at our first stop, which is the Lady of the Rock. It's an artificial rock with a famous church on it. Apparently, loads of miracles happen here. We've got 30 minutes to explore it, which is not very long, but it is very small, so I'm sure we'll get around all of it. We're back on the boat now and we're heading to our next stop, which is the town of Perest. One of the oldest towns in the Bay of Kotor. It actually used to be the capital.
If you're planning on coming to Kotor and doing one of the boat trips the same as we have, we would absolutely advise doing it in the evening. Firstly, because you miss the midday heat, and second of all, because the sunset that you get over the mountains here is stunning.
And third of all of the cruise ships have left port, so it's less busy. Our short-lived time in Perest is over, but it's definitely somewhere we'd love to come back and visit properly. For now though, we're getting on the boat and heading back to Kotor and hopefully seeing a beautiful sunset along the way. That was so fun. I really enjoyed that. First of all, being out on a boat for ages. We were out on the boat for like an hour, and also getting to see two really beautiful places that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise. Absolutely worth the money.
That sunset was also stunning, but I'm really hungry and I'm really looking forward to food.
We're going to the top place on the cheap eat section of TripAdvisor. Not because of TripAdvisor, but because apparently it does really good barbecue food. It's kind of like a Montenegrin Turkish fusion, and we both love Turkish food. Let's go.
We feel like you've probably watched us move from location to location quite a bit today, so to save some time, we're going to jump to food. Unfortunately, where we planned to go for food was completely full, and as it's getting late, we've decided it's best to just get some food from the supermarket and head home.
We have to be up at 5:30 tomorrow to do that hike we mentioned, and we're hoping to avoid the entrance fee and get spectacular morning views over the bay. So we thought, after our hike, what better way to celebrate than by breaking our pizza tradition and going for a Turkish feast. So we're going to that restaurant tomorrow.
So we'll see you tomorrow.
Nice and early.
It's an art.
It's an art.
It's one of them arts.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Stroke. Oh, no, kitty does not want to stroke.